Hey guys, this is Raghu Reddy here, and welcome to the show. On this episode, I have an awesome guest, Jean Sim. Jean, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Raghu, for having me on the show here.
Welcome for
Thank you.
thank you for being on the show. Jean, what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm actually a financial advisor in Singapore.
Hmm.
So I actually usually like to brand myself as an investment specialist. So I specialize in building investment portfolios for my clients.
Wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, how did you come into this field? How did you become a financial advisor?
So it was a long story. So maybe yeah, if you don't mind me, I will just share a little bit
Sure.
more. So because when I was studying in secondary school, right, my parents didn't really know how to manage their finances.
Hmm.
So it got so bad to a point where we actually had to declare bankrupt if not for a family friend who actually helped us out with the credit card
Hmm.
debts. So because my parents they didn't really know how to manage their finances, then my dad went to borrow one money to return to another bank, then
Hmm.
this borrowing from the bank, and after you don't return after 3 months, the interest rate actually ripped up to 21%. So
Hmm.
it got so bad to the extent, right, that obviously everything was affected. My allowance was severely cut. I couldn't really go and enjoy movies, fast food with my classmates after school. So that was a luxury. I find myself holding back a lot, but of course I do not blame my parents for it. It's
Hmm.
because they just didn't know how to manage their finances as well. So that's why I really want to come into this line and make sure nobody has to follow in the same footsteps ever again. Yeah. So then a little bit more background about myself.
Hmm.
I actually went to NUS Economics, so I
Hmm.
did a degree there. Then I actually knew that I was going to come into this line, but I'm not sure which company to join.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then after that, I also did a few desk bound internships, right? Then I realized that maybe banking, finance, and the 9 to 6 typical desk bound jobs isn't really quite cut out for me. So
Hmm.
that's when it solved my determination to actually go into this line, to join this line.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. So,
Yeah.
since how many years have you been doing this?
Yeah, so this is my third year.
Hmm.
Okay, so my first year it was pretty uphill, downhill because most of my warm market, right? Like usually when we start out with our warm market. It
Hmm.
was still in school, and they didn't have the budget to actually start planning for themselves.
Hmm.
So it was pretty rough for me, and I remember only closing my first deal third on March 2018. So that was 3 months into the business, and I finally clinched my first deal. Yeah, so I had to work around, referrals, getting by word of mouth,
Hmm.
because I believe that is what everyone should be doing.
Hmm.
Because let's just say people find your services, they find your advice good, they will naturally want to recommend you to their friends as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, fantastic. Awesome, awesome.
yeah.
So, Jean, you said that you are an investment strategist. So,
Yeah.
how do you help people with that?
Yeah, so because I realize most people, right, if you don't study business or econs, you
Hmm.
basically don't know much about investments unless you really, you go at YouTube, you Google in your free
Hmm.
time to read out about the stock market, about the economy. So this is one aspect I really want to help because, in Singapore, right, we have such high inflation. The inflation is about 2% per annum. Then now bank rates they are slashing, right? A lot of banks they are slashing the interest rate from 1% to 0.05%. So if you don't invest your money, right, you are gonna lose out to even inflation. Having savings in the bank, right, it's just gonna yield you negative returns every year.
Hmm.
So in that case, right, that's really worrying because how are people gonna retire, when they are like 60, 65 years old?
Hmm.
And if let's just say investing 10 to 20% of their income, right, can buy them 5 to 10 financially free years a year, right? What this means, right, is that they can actually, do a lot more with their life. Because a lot of us, working in corporate, right? You actually work 5 days, 5 hours, 7 days of the week, right? Then you don't get much time to actually travel,
Mm-hmm.
to actually do the kind of things you really want to do. So what I want to help, my clients to actually make their dreams come true. Some tell me they actually want to buy a second property at
Mm-hmm.
age 50, for example. Then some tell me, they want to go on like a worldwide vacation,
Mm-hmm.
probably when they are 55. That's when you still have energy and you still are able to actually go, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you are 65, 70 years old, even if we want to travel, our bodies may not allow us to, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
you agree?
Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, what really drives you?
Yeah. So I think the main motivating
Mm-hmm.
factor for me, right, is definitely my family.
Mm-hmm.
So because I come from a relatively humble background, and
Mm-hmm.
I have two more younger siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So as the older sister, right, I after I graduated from university, so I had to find ways to actually supplement my income real quick so I could
Mm-hmm.
pay off my tuition fee loan.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, my brother he is in year two. I think he's graduating next year already
Mm-hmm.
from NTU. So that's when the big sister has to come out with
Mm-hmm.
money to
Mm-hmm.
actually help the brother. Then I also have my little sister studying for A levels right now. So I think she'll be entering university next year. So with all this pressure, right? Obviously, it is a good kind of pressure. So it allows me to stay focused at work, make sure that whatever I do is because of my loved ones as well.
Well, fantastic, awesome, awesome. So,
Yeah.
initially, when you came into the field, you said it took about 3 months for you to get your first, case, right? And for sure, you faced a lot of struggle along the way. So, how did you overcome those struggles?
Yeah, because that being said, right, we are self-employed, okay, but it doesn't mean that nobody cares about us. So this
Mm-hmm.
is where actually your colleagues, your mentors, they actually come into the picture, right? Okay, so when you are feeling down, you can't possibly get it over by yourself, especially when you are a newbie in the line. If let's just say you are really feeling down, then there's nobody else to support you. You're just gonna go further down and down and downhill. So
Mm-hmm.
you definitely need a team, right, to actually support each other and to hold each other. Because let's just say, when one is down,
Mm-hmm.
your mentor, your colleagues, right, they can spur you on and just give you some encouraging words, remind you why are you in this business in the first place. So
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people they don't have a very strong support system, so as to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we see the turnover rate in this industry is so high.
Mm-hmm.
Many agents leave in the first 1 to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That is because some people they don't think they are cut out for sales, but I also would like to think that they don't have a very good support system for them in the first place.
Oh, fantastic, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, what have you been doing during this circuit breaker?
Yeah. So during this circuit breaker, right, I think for the first few weeks, I really, really had a tough time adjusting to
Mm-hmm.
face to remote meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So I think do you face the same issue?
Of
Yeah.
course.
So yeah. So it was very hard because we all prefer face to face meetings, right? Like even 2 to 3 years in business already, face to face is so natural. But
Mm-hmm.
over remote, you doubt yourself. Can I really close a case via remote
Mm-hmm.
advisory? So
Mm-hmm.
that was the kind of questions I was asking myself. But obviously, with the COVID situation going on, right, a lot of people are saying that this virus may last another 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might think, am I not gonna just do any business for the next 2 to 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Then what about my income? How am I gonna survive? Am I gonna start looking for jobs? But even the job market is so bad out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally, I think, adapt or die. Okay, make sure that we really just gotta do what we have. Just make do with whatever we have. And I'm pretty thankful because my mentors, right, they already prepared us for some kind of remote advisory online.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're online, right, people, they can just record whatever you say. If let's just say you say one wrong thing, right, people can just record it and actually send it to MAS to complain about you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they have already prepared us, right, to actually convert into more fact-based selling online, so that we won't say the wrong things,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, so this the future is definitely different. It's going to be different from the past. So there's going to be a lot of challenges that's going to come up, new challenges. So how are you prepared to meet those new challenges?
Yeah, so for the new challenges, right? I think because the COVID-19, they have just put everybody, right, on the same starting line.
Mm-hmm.
So people, whether you're older, or you have more experience, or you are inexperienced, right? We are all starting on the same line, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the thing we have to do is just keep doing remote advisories, just keep role playing, just
Mm-hmm.
keep getting on as many calls as you can to actually familiarize yourself, and make sure that you are relaxed and you're
Mm-hmm.
totally yourself while doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
basically nothing changed. It's just as though you're speaking to your clients,
Mm-hmm.
face to face,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then of course, because I'm very used to actually dealing with older clients as well. So I'm actually starting to actually open up my social media, where I actually post more short Instagram
Mm-hmm.
finance stories
Mm-hmm.
weekly, right, for my warm market, for my followers, to actually educate them a bit more about the investments market, the economy in general.
Well, that's fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So when you initially got started out, how did people believe you with their investments?
Yeah, so because I actually had a degree in econs, right? So obviously, I definitely had some edge there with people who with
Mm-hmm.
no prior experience. So obviously, I am able to tell them, okay, why is this? Why are we selecting a portfolio? Why are we actually putting such allocation for it?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the kind of portfolio that we should curate to each client's risk appetite? Because every client's risk profile, risk appetite is very different. So, we need to be very focused. We need to really, really just drill on the kind of needs, because some clients, they are okay to, take on the most risk, right? But some clients, they just say, okay, just give me, 6 to 8% returns per annum. I
Mm-hmm.
want to grow my money in a more safer way. So it really depends on what the clients are doing, and it helps that my knowledge in the the finance and econs really did
Mm-hmm.
help. They actually trusted me a bit more from there.
Well, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, Jean, what's your vision for the future? What's your personal vision?
Okay. So this might be a bit cheesy, okay, but my vision is I really, really want to grow old together with my clients.
Mm-hmm.
So because I have some clients in their 40s, there's some clients in still working, young working professionals in their late 20s. So when you have clients who are older, right? I just got a client who just gave birth to a baby girl. And also, I watched them, from being pregnant, from her being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, carry the baby for 9 months. Then finally, the baby was born.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives me a fulfillment and satisfaction that while being in this line, I definitely enjoy interacting with people, face to face,
Mm-hmm.
having a lot of people interaction. Okay, and we still can get an income out of it. So it really, I just want to, every time I think to myself, I would say that, this is one job that I really, really want to do for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So you impact your clients not in the finance way, but
Mm-hmm.
also the non-finance way. Obviously, they will enjoy, the companionship, right?
Yeah.
For you to actually update you on their life events, their major, whatever things that are happening to them, and they really, really want to share with you. So I enjoy all these very close-knitted client relationships with all of my clients.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you achieved your MDRT, right?
Yeah.
So how long did you take to achieve your MDRT?
Okay. because my first year was very slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really had to work my way up, from my warm market,
Mm-hmm.
with students, with just still studying. So made through the word of mouth. So I actually made a breakthrough in June 2018. I closed my first five-figure deal in
Mm-hmm.
there. Then after that, I was pretty close lah to the MDRT, but I only made MDRT in the second year of business.
That's
So
fine.
with 24 years old, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, if someone wants your services, so how they can contact you?
Yeah, of course. You post my details, right? I'll
Mhm.
give you my contact details that they can obviously come to Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or even WhatsApp as well. We are just always available for our clients, right?
Okay, fantastic, awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, I have one last question. What would be your advice to a newcomer?
Yeah. So, like what I said earlier, right? COVID-19 has placed all of us back on the same field, same starting line. No matter you have so many years in the industry or you are just joined, it's a good thing that everybody is back on the starting line. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so you don't have to literally become accustomed to face meetings before you are forced to adapt to remote advisories, for
Mm-hmm.
example. Okay, so what I want to share, right, is that for the newcomers, find yourself a very, very good support team, okay? Because you are bound to get many, many rejections,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are in the line of sales, we get more rejections than we get closing the deals, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's very important to have a good support team, right, that really supports you during your downtime so that you're actually able to rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are startups. I would actually say that we are entrepreneurs. We are linked. We are somehow like a startup,
Mm-hmm.
right? And obviously, 99% of the startups actually fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what this means, right, is to tell us, right, is just to keep trying, keep fine tuning the process as we go along. Okay, and once you found a way to actually delineate your process, your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
You make it streamlined, okay, then it'll be easier for you to actually know that how many customers you meet, you eventually close, what's the closing ratio, what's the conversion ratio. And obviously now right now we are actually everybody is back on social media, right? A lot of people, they are doing a lot more, like you said earlier, attraction based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so continue to work on your social media as well, so one day, when your warm market, they are ready to buy from you, then that's when they will approach you.
Well, awesome, awesome, Jean. It was really fantastic talking to you, and it was an awesome conversation we had here. And you have a great vision there, and I wish you all the very best for your future. You're making such a huge difference in people's lives, so I wish you a very bright future and to make a bigger impact and a bigger difference in people's lives. And keep rocking.
Yeah,
And
thank you so much, Raghu. Thank you so much for your time on this Saturday morning.
thank you very much for being on this show.